Welcome to ESPN's continuing coverage of the Women's NCAA Volleyball Championship here in Omaha, Nebraska at the CHI Health Center, getting set for a great matchup. Champs out of the SEC and the overall 2-seed, the Kentucky Wildcats, hosting victors of their match last night and champs out of the Mountain West UNLV. Thank you so much for joining our crew. Tyler Denning here to bring you this great second round matchup. You start with this Kentucky Wildcats team. They have only lost one match on the season, their 16th consecutive NCAA berth. They have stars, and this is their highest seed in program history. Senior laden, a talented setter in Madison Lilly, and this is a program that could easily make a very deep run in this tournament. Their opponent, UNLV, champs out of the Mountain West. They played last night. Good match against Illinois State. They were sharp in the first two sets, lost the third, but then 1-4 to book their spot here. You see Marina Hayden, their senior, their leader, the outside hitter, one of the best, if not the best in terms of numbers, servers in the country. So a second round matchup. Second match of the tournament for UNLV, and by virtue of the bye, first match of the tournament for the overall number 2 seed Kentucky Wildcats. Madison Lilly starts things off with an ace. Lilly, the senior setter, AVCA All-Southeast Region Player of the Year and the SEC Player of the Year. Also have a pretty good libero, Gabby Curry, the senior from Buford, Georgia, AVCA All-Southeast Region Player and the SEC Libero of the Year. Third year in a row that Curry was named such. Kentucky has won that honor. Libero of the Year in the SEC every year since 2014. Attacking-wise, look for the Skinner sisters, Avery and Maddie. Avery number 4 in white, Maddie number 2. Avery the senior, Maddie the freshman. Team that lost just one match, split their season between the fall and spring, started back on October 16th, played the fall portion to a perfect 8-0 record, then picked up in the spring. In late January, their lone loss was at number 7 Florida. They lost in 5, played them the next day, and won in 3. For Craig Skinner, recently named AVCA Southeast Region Coach of the Year 4 times. He's been named such. The SEC Co-Coach of the Year, 4th consecutive time as well. And as mentioned, 16 straight NCAA appearances every single year since he took the job at Kentucky. They have gone to the NCAA tournament. Good start for the 2 seed. Service error from Walker. Will give the ball back. She will sit down. Rebels came into this tournament with an RPI of 7 in the country. They are perfect on the year. 13 matches they have won. That's 12 in Mountain West Conference play. And then the one match last night, a conference-only spring schedule. They had 4 matches canceled, but their first Mountain West Conference regular season title in program history. Their 3rd NCAA appearance. They notched their 2nd all-time program win in the NCAA tournament last night. Lauren Burt, the server for UNLV. Is that taken off the tips? Maddie Skinner, part of the all-freshman team in the SEC, AVCA All-Southeast Region team. It's a Kentucky squad that placed 6th on that AVCA All-Region team, the most in program history for a single season. That ball absolutely unloaded on Marina Hayden. She the Mountain West Player of the Year, first team all-conference, also named to her respective AVCA all-region team. Pacific South, the leader in the NCAA in aces per set. Sales won there. She is the active leader in career aces, came in to the tournament with 267. She'll have a chance to build on that as well by virtue of the rule this year with the COVID season. Will be returning for another go-round at UNLV. Allie Stumler serving. Wildcats out to an early 4-point advantage. Great job by the Rebels to keep that ball alive off the block. Right side attack. Taken off the tips. Net violation, excuse me. Ajasani Teeler, sophomore from Grand Prairie, Texas, number 15 in white, was the one on the swing. Great punch to get the ball over. Teeler once again on the slide. Kentucky with a 6-point advantage in this best of 5, first 4 sets. Played to 25, win by 2 if we go to a 5th to 15. Coaches' challenges are in place. They have 3 each. It was Aaron Davis, the senior from Los Angeles, California. Last night, Aaron Davis had a great match. Really pivotal in helping close out down the stretch Illinois State in the 4th set. Paris Oliveira, the libero for the Rebels with the serve. Hayden can't quite get there in time on the kill from Avery Skinner. Skinner sisters from Katy, Texas. Both named to that AVCA All-Southeast Region team. Avery playing all 6 rotations.
Net serve, point, UNLV. In the match for the Rebels, number 2.
Third service air.
Also checking in for UNLV, number 10, Arian Fafard, and she has back to serve.
For the Wildcats, will give the ball back to the Rebels. Arian Fafard, freshman from Las Vegas, Nevada, went to Palo Verde High School. Skinner on the roll shot, dealt with by Hayden. Junior Kate Brennan getting in on the action. An All-Mountain West Conference first teamer. 1.74 kills per set is what she averages. From Endicott, New York. And the block sends it back one-on-one. It was Getzinger with the swing, but right there, the defense. Pressing over, Shelby Capion, another All-Mountain West Conference player. She was honorable mention, had a huge match last night, Capion. 24 digs to go with 8 kills. Skinner coming back with the kill. 4th kill on her 6th swing. No errors. Kentucky right now hitting at a 667 clip. Playing a little defense as well. It's the block there, younger sister Maddie. One-on-one once again, but going the other way. Cappy on Skinner, and Skinner winning that battle. Sister Avery trying to get underneath that ball, but cannot in time. So UNLV doing a nice job. Keep Kentucky within arm's length. Just the second meeting all time between these two teams. Last time was back in 2003. UNLV won on November 27th. And that'll snag the line for the ace. Capion. Had 10 aces coming into this NCAA tournament. It's her team now on a 3-0 scoring run, but that stopped. Madison Lilly gets the ball out to Maddie Skinner. Raya Walker will serve. That kill from Allie Stumler. So a good start for the overall 2 seed. Kentucky with a 4-point advantage punctuated by that Allie Stumler kill. The champions out of the SEC come back for the remainder of the first set here in Omaha. 16 consecutive NCAAs for head coach Craig Skinner and the Kentucky Wildcats. This senior class, they won the SEC championship all 4 years, the first senior class to do so in program history. They have advanced to the regional round in the last 3 tournaments. Back in 2019, the last tournament played, they go to Waco and lose to number 8 Washington. Back in 2018, the regional round in Minneapolis, they lose to Nebraska. 2017 was the deepest run for Kentucky under Coach Skinner. They win the first and second rounds, host the regional round in Lexington, beat BYU in 5 sets, but lost to Nebraska 3-1 in the regional final. That is what is at stake here in this matchup, a spot in the regional semifinal. Opportunity to play either Washington State, the overall 15th seed in the tournament, or Western Kentucky. That match will close out the evening, as 8 teams already through on the day to the regional semifinals. 8 more coming this evening. Highest seed in program history for Kentucky, as that tapped over the block by Stumler. Between these two teams, just 1 loss on the season. And unfortunately, one team will get a loss today and their season will be over. UNLV perfect. Kentucky just the 1 loss against their 19 wins. Their conference championship. Lauren Burke served. Saw some good serving from her in the matchup against Illinois State, but could not do anything there on the swing from Maddie Skinner. What a year the true freshman has had coming in. 3rd on the team in kills with 111. Both the Skinner sisters from Katy, Texas. Maddie hitting 252. Sister Avery 384. That ball just sent over by Curry. Hayden block. Going to the dump, but the defense there, and some defense now on the Wildcat side. Longest rally we've seen thus far. Scrambling, but cannot get there in time. So Macy Smith, the senior from Spirit Lake, Iowa. First teamer in the Mountain West. Ends the long rally. Gives the ball to Marina Hayden. Back in 2018, she had 114 aces across a full season, but this is the second time that we've seen her at the service line, and the second air. First one was long, that one into the net, so something to keep an eye on. For the active leader in career aces amongst all NCAA players. 7th in points per set as well. Good setup for Davis off the pass, but Kentucky there with the block. It'll lead to a UNLV timeout. So a 7-3 run for Kentucky. This is a Wildcats team that holds their opponents to a 144 hitting percentage. That's tops in the SEC. They are tops in every statistical category of importance outside of blocks per set, but 24th amongst all NCAA teams in their opponent hit percentage. They average 2.51 blocks per set, that 35th, but this is the best hitting team in the country. 361 their clip on the year. Big reason their senior setter, Madison Lilly from Overland Park, Kansas. SEC Player of the Year, 7-time SEC Setter of the Week, 5-time SEC Player of the Week. She is what makes it all go and part of that senior class. Captured 4 consecutive SEC titles. Southeast Region Player of the Year. SEC Player of the Year. And Lilly, right now her team at a 524 hitting percentage. 14 kills on their 21 swings. UNLV has gotten 19, but just 6 times they've been able to find termination. That wide. So the timeout stops the 7-3 Kentucky rally. And Oliveira, the libero, will serve. Tapped over the block, beautiful placement by Avery Skinner. Wow. That the setter, Madison Lilly, the elevation from the 5'11" senior. Look at this. That looks as good as some of the best attackers in the country. She took that ball to the floor. Her team 3 points away. Back row attack for Hayden. But Stumler there. The Rebels cannot get the ball over. Lead to the second timeout from the Rebels and Coach Don Sullivan. As number 2 Kentucky, the highest seed in program history, looking every bit the part here in the opening set. Three other courts of action happening here in Omaha at the CHI Health and Convention Center. You see the barrier splitting, the action just on the other side. Texas and Wright State, Longhorns already up 1-0. Look up 5 points for the overall 4 seed and the 1 seed in the tournament. Wisconsin up 1-0 over Weber State. Couple of teams that got their first wins in NCAA program tournament history. Top right, you see the overall 3 seed also out of the Big Ten, Minnesota. Tying things up at 9 apiece, leading 1-0. First time in NCAA volleyball and ESPN history, we've brought every match of coverage to you. 48 teams entered this 10-day tournament, 47 matches to be played to crown a champ. On April 24th, we'll move into the bigger arena for the regional finals. So no longer this 4-court setup. Obviously see fans in the stands, about 86 tickets per team allotted for family and friends. So Kentucky's still 2 points away as Fafard will serve for UNLV. And you can just see in Lily how feathery that touch is on the ball. Getzinger, the freshman middle blocker, hits the kill, and now opportunity to close out the opening set for the 2-seeded Kentucky Wildcats. And that'll do it into the middle. Getzinger with the punctuation mark, so Kentucky open strong. Avery Skinner with 5 kills. Allie Stumler with 4. SEC Player of the Year, the setter Madison Lilly making it all go. This is exactly how you draw it up for the overall 2 seed in the tournament. Kentucky takes the opening set 25-16 here in Omaha. Opening set goes to Kentucky 25-16, but you see right there on the UNLV bench, that is Sid the Sloth. Kate Brennan, the steward of Sid. She got Sid at the Syracuse Zoo when she was 13, had it throughout her club, school, and camp years. Sid went to everything with her. It's a well-known story of Sid in the Northeast. Hadn't brought it to any of the collegiate matches until Sid came out of retirement last night for the tournament. She had passed Sid down to her nephew, who is 4 after high school, and he wanted her to bring Sid so he could see him on TV. Nephew calls him Sank. Kate saying it's full circled to my younger self as an athlete to bring him along. You heard about Sid last night, showed you Sid as well. For Brennan and her UNLV team that has some work to do against this second-seeded Kentucky Wildcats, but UNLV in securing their first win in NCAA play since 2016 last night looks sharp as the Mountain Western Conf champs. They played just a regular season, no conference tournament, in which they went perfect. Ended the season with a victory over Wyoming. With their 13-match win streak, the longest in program history. Won 39 of 46 sets across the season, including 7 sweeps prior to this match. But first set going the way of Kentucky. Hit 483 to 167 for UNLV. Rebels with only 6 kills in that set, 18 for the Wildcats. Marina Hayden paced the way for UNLV. 2 kills, 5 swings, no errors. Kentucky opens set number 2 with the first point. Going the way of Hayden, who finds some real estate in the back portion of the court, so her 4th kill.
UNLV. Back to serve for the Rebels.
I'd expect to see the ball going her way a little more. But can they find an answer defensively for the attack from the Skinner sisters? That
Into the match for the Wildcats.
the swing from Maddie.
She'll head back to serve.
So Avery and Maddie in the kill lead for their team, 5 and 4. Respectively, as that one trickles through the block and down to the floor. Marina Hayden once again. Not just the serving, mentioned 7th in the NCAA in points per set. Came into this tournament averaging 4.14 kills per set. As Brennan serves with Sid watching on. UNLV getting the lead.
It's an ace. Number 7, Marina Hayden, point UNLV.
So the Rebels get their first lead of the match and build on it. A nice piece of attacking. See Maddie Skinner just able to stay in the air, locate some space, and secure the kill. It's 5 of 7, hitting 571. But a response by Hayden. In tournament time, all the big names firing. Hayden now a match high, 6 kills. 2 setters employed by UNLV. Fafard will handle the setting duties when she's in. Burt will come in. She a good server. Saw her put repeated defensive pressure from the service line last night, but Kentucky, beautiful execution in their passing to setting. It all goes through number 3, the engine. For this team in Lily, such awareness in where to go with the ball and whom to go to. Back tied up at 5 apiece. Kentucky will break that. Get the ace from Lauren Tharp. Junior from Louisville, Kentucky. Three aces for the Wildcats, 2 for the Rebels. Kentucky, the home team by virtue of the higher seed, but obviously neither team with a definitive home court advantage. Why those fans so important, and the energy you get off your bench. Hayden will serve. Last 2 times we've seen service errors, and another. So some frustration from one of the best servers in the country, and Marina Hayden. Just the 4th player in program history to earn AVCA All-Region Team honors. Beautiful dig, look at that, taking all the power and reciprocated the other side, knocking these players to the floor, but keeping the ball alive in play as Avery Skinner ends the rally. But how about the defense on both sides of the net? Have to go to the calm under pressure for Lily, the way that she can range under the ball, knowing where to go. One of the best, if not the best setters in the country, but the connection off on that. Tapped back over the net, but wide and out of bounds. Big difference hit percentage-wise. UNLV has shot up to an even 500. 4 of 8 they are, no errors, but Kentucky down to 182 for the set. That's the overall hit percentage for the match. Double contact called on the UNLV side. The team's still trading points. UNLV was able to grab their first lead of the match in the second set after Kentucky took the first 25-16. So misconnection there for Skinner trying to roll the ball over. But this type of matchup in 2 conference champs, definitely by virtue of the tournament and the field being trimmed down, has the feel much more of a potential regional semifinal. But here we are, some great matchups in the second round. We've seen some really good 5-set matches on this court earlier today. 6-seed Washington was pressed to the brink by Dayton, who came back. Washington prevailing in 5. Baylor won a 5-setter over Pepperdine. A lot of people had that one circled as a match to watch. 8 teams already have booked their spot in the regional semifinals. 4 more taking place right now across the 4 courts. Is up against the double defense. Hayden finds a way to get through. Capion serving. Right into the heart of the defense. Maddie Skinner continues to pace Kentucky. 7th kill of the match. Walker's serving. That'll even it up. 5 serving errors apiece for both squads. Kate Brennan will serve. Amazing they found Sid a UNLV shirt. He wasn't kitted out last night. Proudly sporting the scarlet and gray. As the libero for Kentucky, senior Gabby Curry will serve. Curry will have completed her MBA at the end of this semester. 3 times consecutively SEC Libero of the Year. Kentucky has done such every year, earning that award since 2014. Carly Kramer is the assistant coach in her 3rd year that coaches the DSs and the Liberos but a long tradition, putting out some of the best pros in the country. Dominating within the SEC. Allison French will sit down. Saw her impact the match last night, the win over Illinois State in the first round. Warnberg to serve. Blocked there. UNLV trying to get the ball out to Hayden, but Kentucky. Maddie Skinner and company there to the tune of their 4th block to lead by 3, up 1-0 here in Omaha. Have been to the NIVC, the Rebels, in 2018 and 2019. So a nice progression for Dawn Sullivan in her 3rd year, the Mountain West Coach of the Year and All-American at Kansas State. And Marina Hayden, a big part of that success. Coach Sullivan took over this program that in 2017 had won just 8 matches. And now here back in the NCAA tournament. One of 6 teams heading into the tournament that had gone undefeated on the season. They need to stay that way here in the 2nd round. Winner of this facing off against the winner of Washington State and Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky defeating Jackson State last night. Washington State, the overall 15 seed out of the Pac-12. Deficit now just 2. UNLV seeing their hit percentage drop just a tad, 235. Now 4 airs. Numbers identical for both teams. 8 kills, 4 airs, 17 swings in this here 2nd set. Avery Skinner with her 6th kill. And an answer right back, Erin Davis. Keep an eye on number 5. She was pivotal in the victory last night. Saw her work that right side and places that ball perfect between the 2 defenders. Fafard now in, handling the setting duty. She will for UNLV, but no setting to be done in that sequence. Seen some offense go to the middle blocker in Getzinger. She has 5 kills, great distribution thus far. Really continuing to show why she is one of the best in the country. Finding Avery Skinner. That'll tie her with her sister for team high. UNLV will call their first time out of the 2nd set, trailing by 4. Cut the deficit. Trying to prevail is Kentucky to advance. UNLV trying to knot it up and make it 1 set apiece here in the 2nd. I mentioned some great stories thus far. The Big Ten, 3 of the first 8 regional semifinal bids. Number 5, Nebraska is in via their win over Texas State. Purdue victorious over High Point, both of those in straight sets, as was Ohio State over Missouri. Lewis leading the Ducks pack. Notre Dame lot of people really like Oregon as a team that could make some noise. The overall 10 seed. They go 3-0 over the Fighting Irish. They will face off against Purdue in the regional semi. And fellow SEC team to Kentucky, number 8 Florida, sweeping Morehead State. They advance to their 27th regional semifinal. They will face off against Ohio State. So starting to see the bracket fill in and some of these bigger names holding to form thus far, with the seeded teams advancing, but some really being tested. Baylor in that 5-setter against Pepperdine, Washington in their 5-setter against Dayton. Louisville also able to win. They won in 4 sets over San Diego. 4 matches happening right now across the 4 courts here in the Convention Center. Tyler Denning bringing you this action. The overall 2 seed in the tournament, the Kentucky Wildcats, highest seed in program history. 6 AVCA all-region team players, a senior class that has won the SEC in all 4 years. They are in their 16th consecutive NCAA tournament. The deepest they have gone is the regional final. Coach Skinner and his veteran-laden team definitely capable and talented to make a even deeper run than that. That regional final was at home in 2017. We're hearing word of a rotation violation charged against UNLV. You see Coach Sullivan up, trying to get some clarification on such. So out of the brief stoppage, Lilly loses it into the net on the serve. So the ball goes back to the Rebels. Side out percentage right now, UNLV 78.1 in the match, 54.3 for UNLV. So Wildcats able to get the ball back quickly, as they do there. Nice piece of elevation and attacking for Avery Skinner.
Kentucky entering the match and serving number 9, Lyle Walker.
6-2 run for the Wildcats. Ryan Walker will come in to serve. He's 3 points away from going up 2-0 in the overall match. Hayden, though, something to say about that. She's the match leader in kills.
Net violation on Kentucky. Point UNLV in the match for Wildcats and 4 Avery Skinner.
And down as a net violation charged against Kentucky, but still a good swing. It's Brennan serving. Rebels looking to put together a push. Some scoreboard pressure on Kentucky, but that lost long.
Timeout, UNLV, their second and final
Timeout for UNLV. We talked that senior class for Kentucky: Madison Lilly, Avery Skinner, Gabby Curry, all at crucial positions. Lilly, the setter, AVCA All Southeast Region Player of the Year, SEC Player of the Year. Avery Skinner, an All Southeast Region Player as well, and Gabby Curry, the Libero of the Year in the SEC. So, uber talented and veteran team. Saw their season end in the last NCAA tournament back in 2019. Traveled down to Waco, faced off against number 8 Washington. They lost 3-1. But the 2 seed, their portion of the bracket. So a chance to potentially advance to Their first national semifinal will take place on April 22nd. All the matches here in Omaha across these 10 days. A couple of seeded teams going up 2-0. Wisconsin up 2-0 over Weber State, and Texas 2-0 over Wright State here in the building, trying to book their spots in the regional semifinals. Minnesota, the 3 seed, also up 2-0 as well over Georgia Tech. 4 more matches will take place after these in the late evening session. Been going all day. Big shout out to everybody, our production personnel, all the support staff, helping bring these matches live to you for the first time. Every single match. As Kentucky with set point to go up 2-0. Champs in the SEC. Keep an eye on this just moving forward. Hayden, as mentioned, numbers-wise, aces per set, best in the country. She is yet to get one in. That one is in play. Had 3 service errors prior, but that ball going right at her, and that kill will end the set emphatically. So Kentucky looking like the overall 2 seed. They take the second set 25-19, 1 set away from a spot in the regional semifinal. 2 seed Kentucky Wildcats, highest seed in program history, take the second set 25-19 to go up 2 sets to none here in the second round in Omaha, Nebraska. Part of the Women's Volleyball Championship. Long season for Kentucky, going all the way back to the fall, but they have been led over the years by the senior Avery Skinner, joined now by her younger sister Maddie, but Avery pacing the way for Kentucky right now with 8 kills, 15 swings, showing the variety in which she can do it defensively as well. Kentucky with 4 blocks. Maddie, the younger sister, as mentioned, she has 3 of those blocks, but also 7 kills on her 9 swings, hitting at a scorching 667 clip. The Kentucky team hitting 453 as a unit, showing why they were able to march to their 4th consecutive SEC championship for these seniors, but adding in this talented freshman for a team that has lost just 1 time, and albeit to a very good Florida team. That came back on March 19th. Turned around and played Florida in Gainesville very next day. So after losing in 5, they win in straight sets, then close out their regular season. 2 matches against Alabama, which they win straight sets. This Kentucky team made it 3-0 in 15 of their matches. They had 4 matches go to 4 sets and just 1 go to a 5th. Winner of this one will face off against the winner of Western Kentucky and the 15 seed in the tournament, Washington State. That matchup will be played to close out this day number 2. Tyler Denning along with the rest of our crew here to bring you all the action here on court number 3. One of 4 courts in play right now. 8 teams already into the regional semifinals. 8 more teams will join them. Showed you earlier the Big Ten been the story, booking their spots. Purdue, Ohio State, Nebraska. Looks as if Wisconsin and Minnesota could both join by virtue of their 2-0 leads in their matches happening just over the barriers.
match for the Wildcats.
UNLV, a .216 hit percentage. They have Hayden leading the way with 13 kills, but haven't been able to find any other options. Aaron Davis with 3, Kate Brennan with 2, Macy Smith 1, and Allison French with none. Those all players that had significant contributions last night. There's Kate Brennan. Third set's always so tricky and difficult to shut the door for the team up 2-0. The adjustments to be made for the team down 0-2. Backs against the wall is Ariane Fafard serving. Hayden trying to get to that ball, but could not. Skinner. At the younger. Back to her again, but the defense. Shelby Capion, haven't called her name a ton. Did a good match last night. 8 kills, mentioned the 24 digs. So that one player that Coach Sullivan and UNLV can look to go to more as she serves. Received by Skinner. But quick offensive work. You see that side out percentage now north of 80 for Kentucky, 82.1 to a 58.5 for UNLV. Wildcats just able to get the ball back so quickly. Dictate the pace with their serves. Out wide from Hayden. She doesn't quite look herself compared to what we saw yesterday. Obviously, still playing at an incredibly high level and producing to the tune of a match-high 13 kills. Give credit as well to the Kentucky game plan, trying to minimize her impact. Tapping over the block, the pancake brings it up by Oliveira. That long, Taylor just having to go over. Go back to the play from Oliveira, the libero. Just enough under it.
Kentucky is challenging the ruling, but ball was not down earlier in the point.
Challenge coming from Kentucky. They are looking at whether the ball was in or out. First challenge of the match. Shout out to Kentucky and their sports information department and director as well, tracking the challenge statistics and the efficiency for Coach Skinner and staff. 14 of 21 challenges have been successful for Kentucky coming in to this match, including their last 3. So let's see if that trend can continue for Coach Skinner. He's on a hot streak, 3 in a row. And the ball called in, so make it 4 straight. The call overturned. So still seeking some clarification, because obviously that ball well out of bounds, so could not have been looking at the in-out. So now a challenge coming from UNLV on the attack line. So just by virtue of the setup this season, waiting for communication from the court to let you guys know exactly what the challenge was there. Obviously on the replay you saw that ball was well out of bounds. The initial point had gone to UNLV. Whatever that challenge was from Kentucky, as soon as we find out, we'll let you know. But it was overturned, so the point going to Kentucky. Where we're at now is a backup challenge, back-ended challenge, excuse me, from that by UNLV for an attack line, and as you see the indication there from the official, the point will stay with Kentucky. So the score 6-3, Kentucky by 3 here in the third. Still no word yet as to what the exact challenge was, but point being that Kentucky has now opened up a 4-point advantage on a 4-0 scoring run. With UNLV needing this set to keep their season alive. So Kentucky 7-4 is the side out. Brennan serving for UNLV. Lily goes to the back set, and once again you see the options to move the ball around the floor. It is balanced. No player even for Kentucky in the 20 attack number yet. Maddie Skinner, 12 swings, 9 kills. Avery Skinner, 18. She the closest, but you have 9 kills for Maddie, 8 for Avery. Teeler has 8 kills. Stumler with 7. Getzinger in the middle with 6 as well. So it's been offensive balance that has led to this lead for Kentucky, but UNLV having to cut into that. As Lauren Burke will serve. Hayden using the block. Team down by 2. Big lead up the runway for Avery Skinner. Wow, that ball hung up right in front of Hayden. Able to register her 15th kill of the match, match high. See, the dig had brought it back over, but great court spatial awareness. If she can range in that serve, use that as a weapon to trigger a rally. The team trailing by just 2. In the back row, but trying that left side. Capion will convert. And another service error. So just cannot quite range in that serve that is so good and been so good. Five total on the match for UNLV. That's a good way to bounce back right there, a back row attack. Burton goes to Hayden, who has a clear look down the middle. Off the arms of the libero Curry. Down by just one.
Kill for number 2, Maddie Skinner. Sub-assist Lily. Point, Kentucky. Into the match for the Wildcats and heading back to serve. Number 9, Ryan Walker.
Maddie Skinner in double digits. She had done so 4 times prior in the season. Into the middle. Getzinger. Lily registers her 37th assist of the match. Has her team the best hitting percentage in the country, 361, at well above that 464 in this match. Just go back to that service error. UNLV had cut it to just a 1-point deficit. But Kentucky on a rally, they lead by 4 points. One more set and they will be into the regional semifinal. Will vacant courts mean concluded matches? A couple of teams moving on. Wisconsin dispatching of Weber State 3-0. The Texas Longhorns victorious as well in straight sets over Wright State. So the 1 and the 4 seeds overall move on. Minnesota, the 3 seed, looking in good shape too. Up 2-0 over Georgia Tech. As Kentucky, the last team of the top 4, trying to book their spot in the regional semifinals, which will take place on Sunday. I'll cover here on the ESPN family of networks. Winner of this one will face off against the winner of Western Kentucky, who played in the first round, defeating Jackson State and Washington State, who had the first round bye, the overall 15 seed in the tournament. UNLV, though, trying to continue their season for at least one more set. Got to push it further than that. The team that's on their longest winning streak in program history. They have not lost this season, 13-0. On the way to Mountain West Championship. But Kentucky, just one loss, SEC champs for the 4th consecutive year. 10-0 at home, 9-1 away from home. Winners of 3 consecutive prior to this. A 6-1 run for Kentucky. UNLV and Capion thought they had a kill there, maybe off the tips, but the ball wide and out of bounds. So Kentucky now 3-0 in their scoring run, but 7-1 as well, as the finish line in sight for the 2 seed, highest in the history of their program. Looked like that ball may have ricocheted off the foot. But was not the case. UNLV taking their second timeout. So bracket holding true right now in terms of the overall seeded teams that, by virtue of the field being trimmed from 64 to 48, received first round byes in this tournament. So this the first match Kentucky playing of their conquest for a national championship. Second for UNLV, but already on their side of the bracket. Kentucky, the highest seeded team down in their regional portion, would face off against the winner of Western Kentucky. Washington State. Above them, it will be Oregon against Purdue in the regional semifinal, the winners of that match. And then potentially Kentucky, Washington State, or Western Kentucky, or UNLV would play one another. Those matches will happen on Sunday. Teams will get a break after the regional semifinals. Trickle down to just one court in the arena for the regional finals. That will happen on April 19th, so Monday coming your way. Then Thursday, April 22nd, the national semifinals. 4 teams will go down to one national championship on April 24th. All the matches across the ESPN family of networks. Is Kentucky leading by 8, 7 points away from a 3-set sweep and a spot in the regional semifinal. As the defense there, mentioned Kentucky, just 2.5 blocks per set. It's good enough for second in the SEC, 35th. But their defense is good at both levels. At the net, their libero Gabby Curry continuing that reign of dominance in terms of the best libero in their conference every year since 2014. For a Kentucky Wildcat, 3rd year in a row. So you start evaluating this Kentucky team, comparing them to some of these other top-seeded teams. They have every piece to compete for a national championship, try to make their first national semifinal. Here's Coach Skinner, 372 wins during his time, 16 years. 4-time including reigning ABCA Southeast Region Coach of the Year, recently named SEC Coach of the Year, Co-Coach of the Year with Jason Watson out of Arkansas. Arkansas having a phenomenal bounce-back season. 4th consecutive, though, Coach of the Year nod for Skinner. Kentucky, under Coach Skinner, has not advanced into a national semifinal. Furthest they went was in 2017, a regional final, losing to Nebraska. It's leading by 7, now 6. As Hayden continues to build on her good attacking day. 17th kill on 28 swings, is hitting .429. UNLV just has not been able to find a viable second option. Kate Brennan with 3 kills, Aaron Davis with 3, but that second attacker, Kentucky has done a nice job defensively, minimizing the support for Hayden. Also continuing to side out at a clip that every coach would be pleased with, 78% now. A quick side out for UNLV with the kill from Hayden. As mentioned, for UNLV, the senior Hayden will take advantage of the ability to come back and play one more season. Hopefully one that looks much more like the others in terms of scheduling, played in the fall. circulating to a traditional non-conference to conference format, an NCAA tournament this year. So different. UNLV competing in only the spring. Kentucky, as mentioned, competed in the fall and spring, played 8 matches in the fall, win a perfect 8-0 before finishing their SEC-only schedule 19-1. Champions for 4 consecutive seasons, this senior class. Chance to do something special. 3 points away from a spot in the next round. Another score final, Minnesota overall 3-seed victorious over Georgia Tech. Matchup that will happen after this on this court later, 10:30 Eastern. It will be Pitt against Utah. That a really good one. Could potentially be one of the best matches of the second round. Winner of that one will play Minnesota. Kentucky, are they to secure 2 more points? They will get to watch Washington State and Western Kentucky to see who they will play come Sunday in the regional semis. Long on the swing from Avery Skinner. I think one thing interested to see in this one, by virtue of UNLV having played a match already and Kentucky having not, how sharp would that team that did not have the action yet look against a team that did? And Kentucky has looked every bit the part. Won the first set 25-16, second 25-19. Were pressed at moments, but always had an answer. So much balance. 5 players with 8 or more kills as match point for the 2-seed. Not quite yet. Aaron Davis gets one in and gets the ball back to UNLV, so trailing by 6. Fafard will serve for the Rebels. And that'll do it. Punctuated by Allie Stumler. Kentucky, the 2-seed in the tournament, straight sets over UNLV. They are on to the regional semifinals on Sunday. UNLV sees their season end, a record of 13-1, a victory in the NCAA tournament, their first since 2016. But Kentucky, overall 2-seed, moves on, awaits the winner of Washington State and Western Kentucky. Match high 19 kills for Marina Hayden, but the Wildcats paced by the Skinner sisters. Maddie had 11, Avery with 11. Allie Stumler ends the match with her 10th kill. Teeler had 9, Getzinger with 8, 44 assists for Madison Lilly, the SEC Player of the Year, making it all go. The 2-seeded Kentucky Wildcats notch their victory in the second round, and they will move on to the regional semifinals here in Omaha. For our whole ESPN crew, Tyler Denning saying so long, Kentucky, on to the next round.